Many people believe motivation comes first. That one day, you'll wake up feeling ready, inspired, and full of energy. And that's when you'll finally act. But that day rarely comes. Instead, you wait, you plan, you think. And all the while, time keeps moving, but nothing changes. The real question isn't why you lack motivation, but why you trust motivation to lead you in the first place. Think about it. Motivation is an emotion. And like all emotions, it's temporary. It rises when things feel exciting and new, and it disappears the moment things get difficult. If you only act when you feel motivated, you'll only move when conditions are perfect. But real, meaningful progress is never built in perfect conditions. At the beginning of any new project, motivation feels incredibly strong. Why? Because there's no resistance yet. No boredom, no frustration, no self-doubt. But the second that real effort is required, motivation starts to fade. And that's not a personal failure. That is just how the human brain is wired. It's designed to avoid discomfort and seek out immediate rewards. Waiting for motivation feels safe because it takes away your responsibility. If you don't act, you can always blame the lack of feeling. But when you act anyway, you're forced to take ownership. And ownership can feel uncomfortable because it means the outcome, good or bad, belongs to you. There's also fear hiding just beneath the surface of all that waiting. If you act without feeling motivated and you happen to fail, you have no excuse left. Motivation becomes a kind of shield. As long as you can say you're not ready, you don't have to risk disappointment. Another reason we wait is tied to our identity. You might see yourself as someone who only acts when they're inspired, not someone who relies on discipline. So when that inspiration is gone, you hit pause. But here's the thing. Discipline isn't a personality trait you're born with. It's a skill, and it's a skill you build through simple repetition day after day. Motivation also tricks us into thinking that action should feel good. But meaningful action often feels boring or awkward or just plain heavy at first. So waiting for motivation is really just waiting for comfort, and comfort rarely leads to significant change. The people who consistently make progress understand something very simple. Action comes first, motivation follows. When you take a step, even an imperfect one, your brain receives tangible proof that change is actually happening. That proof is what creates motivation, not the other way around. One small action is all it takes to break the resistance. That one step creates a little bit of momentum. That momentum starts to change your emotional state. And that positive emotion reinforces your behavior, making the next action easier. This is the real cycle of progress. It's a feedback loop that starts with doing, not feeling. So, if you want to stop waiting, you need to change how you make decisions. Stop asking, do I feel motivated right now? Instead, ask yourself, what is the smallest possible action I can take right now? Take emotion completely out of the decision. Make the action as small and automatic as you can. You need to lower your standards. Not for the quality of your work in the long run, but just for getting started. 5 minutes of actual work is infinitely better than an hour of perfect planning. Showing up and doing a bad job is better than not showing up at all. You also have to accept that discomfort is just part of the process. Motivation is not supposed to carry you through the hard parts. That's what systems and habits are for. They are the structures that support you when your feelings don't. The truth is, you will probably never feel motivated enough to completely change your life all at once. But you can feel motivated enough to take one small step. And once you take it, the next step becomes just a little bit easier. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel confident. You don't even need to feel motivated. You just need to begin. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video and maybe share it with someone you know who keeps waiting for that perfect feeling to arrive. And be sure to subscribe for more quiet reminders that action is what creates clarity and that progress always begins long before motivation shows up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.